Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite episodes of Regular Show. Wow, I really like the show. It's pretty good, but I have to admit, seasons 1 through 3 were probably the best. Oh, sorry. Oh, anyways, my top 10 favorite episodes of Regular Show. Number 10, I'm going to have to say is, well, Fortune Cookie. What I liked about this episode was it was really kind of like the older ones. It was paranormal. It seeing Rigby change Benson's fortune. It was pretty funny in a way. Kind of messed up though what happened to Benson. So yeah, it was a pretty good episode though. And when the fortune guy was taking over the whole park, that was a really something. So yeah, it was a pretty good episode. Yeah. And yeah, what I liked about it most was, just the paranormal of it. The guy taking off the park and then everything happening just because of one fortune cookie thing. It was something. Then but yeah, it was a pretty good episode. Okay, episode 9. I'm going to have to say episode 9 is Mordecai and the Rigbys. Alright guys, what I liked about this episode was, well, it was pretty cool seeing Mordecai and Rigby, in the band and whatnot, and, it's really, it was pretty good, Many years later, they end up being rock stars. It was pretty good, and, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny when Benson said, holy crap, it was a pretty funny episode. Really good, too. So yeah, that's why, number 9 will have to be Mordecai and the Rigbys. Alright guys, episode number 8. This one's a newer episode. Now, I'm going to be honest, I kind of dislike the newer episodes because I think I lost most of its humor. But what I don't like about it most is the newer episodes, they're not paranormal anymore. That's kind of what I don't like. It's mostly just violence. Anyways, episode number 8 is New Year's Kiss. Alright guys, this episode wasn't paranormal somewhat, seeing a future Rigby, but, it was still kind of pretty good though. The jokes in it were pretty good. It was pretty good seeing how he ended up kissing TJ on New Year's. And that was really pretty good. And it was a surprise ending, something I didn't expect. Then towards the end, CJ ends up running away out of embarrassment. Yeah, that was pretty good. Alright guys, episode number 7. I'm going to say episode number 7 is episode number 7 would have to be Party Pete. Alright guys, this episode was really funny, yet really dirty. There were a lot of stuff that's happened in this episode that were really funny. Like Party Pete going crazy with all the sodas, and then yeah, it was really funny and pretty good too. Pretty much Benson goes away. He's trying to get off for the night, and then when he's off for the night, Mordecai and Rigby, and then pretty much everybody at the park, they hold a party. At first, nobody comes because they think it's lame. Then everybody comes. Second party, Pete comes. Pretty much, the guy drinks so much soda, he basically gets killed. Yeah, talk about craziness. But yeah, it was a really good episode. I suggest you guys watch it. Yeah, it was really good. Alright guys, episode number 6. Episode number 6 has to be Weekend at Benson's. Alright guys, what I really liked about this episode was the Mississippi Queen. In my opinion, it was a kind of a reference to drugs because of how everybody was dancing and all that weird crazy stuff started happening at the party. Like when the guy was like, beginner's luck. Yeah, it was kind of paranormal, pretty crazy. It's kind of like a drug use if you actually think about it, because they start eating peppers, they see a bunch of crazy things, then they wake up back at the park. Okay, that scene, guys, that really made the episode for me. It was hilarious, it was really good, very well written. Plus, Mississippi Queen playing in the background. Yeah, that was very good, very well done. Alright guys, episode number 5, Brain Eraser. Alright guys, in a way, this episode was kind of a drug reference too. But it was still very good. But like, the random cartoons, the guy saying, I do this all day, every day. That was kind of a reference to drugs and like doing, in my opinion it was. I thought all the craziness, it was all like, just crazy, but it was still really, really good. And that random cartoon that was playing in the store, yeah, that was pretty good. They went through all the trouble. They went through a lot of trouble just because Mordecai ended up seeing Pops naked. Then they try to do everything to cover it up, and then they go for all these adventures and everything. But towards the end, they finally managed to do it, and then you end up seeing Benson naked. Yeah. So yeah, what episode am I at now? Episode 4? I'm gonna be 4. I'm not sure. Yeah, episode 4 is going to have to be It's Time. Alright guys, this episode was really good. It's time. Basically, Rigby finds out that Mordecai likes Margaret. Since he finds out that Mordecai likes Margaret, he wants him to admit it. But since Mordecai won't admit it, Rigby starts to flirt with her a little bit. He tries to take her out on a date. This gets Mordecai mad. So what happens is Mordecai breaks all the clocks so that Rigby doesn't go well on the date with her. Now in breaking all the clocks, he ends up, well, he doesn't break them actually. He microwaves them. He tries to microwave them. While microwaving the clocks, they end up flowing through time. They're fighting on a microwave. Now this is the scene that really did it for me. They get into a fight and Mordecai punches Rigby and he ends up killing him because Rigby falls off the microwave thing. Now this, guys, it was a really, really cool scene. It shows what happens when you mess with time. Mordecai meeting Father Time. Then Father Time throwing him back in the past, telling him not ever to come back. That was really, really good. Yeah, it was really good, very well written, and it was a really amazing plot. Very good, yeah. Alright guys, episode 3. Episode 3 I'm going to have to say is... prank calls, yeah. Alright guys, what prank calls was really funny. The funny stuff like, who is this? Mordecai's making a phone call, the guy said, who is this? Yo, mama. That was pretty funny. Plus when a guy says other funny stuff, and Benson getting mad. Hello, is Mordecai and Rigby? Hello, it's like, the number he breaks the phone, Benson gets mad at them. It was really funny. Then when they pull jokes on the pizza guy, when they make a fake pizza delivery to the phone call, the cell phone guy, it was really, really, really funny. And, them transferring back to the 80s, really good stuff. And then, it was really good seeing Pops and all them, and Stips, Benson, Mordecai, and Rigby back in the 80s before any of them knew Mordecai and Rigby. Really, really good. Really funny episode, too, yeah. So, yeah, number 3 is prank calls. Alright guys, number 2. Number 2 is caffeinated concert tickets. Basically, in this episode, Mordecai and Rigby are trying to get tickets to go to, trying to go see a band, but they don't have enough money. So when they do extra work for Benson, it still isn't enough. So, well, it's enough, but they're getting tired. So he made deals with these 2 guys, a coffee bean and his translator, saying that, if, they'll give him a lot of coffee, but if they didn't read the contract, they had to give him the tickets. Anyways, but towards the end, Mordecai and Rigby keep the tickets, and then, Coffee Bean and the translator don't get to see the concert. Alright guys, what did it for me in this episode was, the one part, when the guy's shooting coffee, he's like, coffee, coffee! He's like shooting the coffee out of himself, and he's like putting it in Mordecai and Rigby's mouth. This was disgusting, but it was also very, very funny. I mean, wow. Talk about like funny humor, funny gross out humor, but it was really, really good. They cracked me up every time I watched it. It was really, really good. So yeah, number 2 is caffeinated concert tickets. Alright guys, now the best episode of regular show of all time is the first episode aired on TV anyways. It's called The Power. Alright guys, The Power is their number 1 episode, and why? Well, we can safely say that, don't look at our crotches while we synchronize our watches. Boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, beep. It was stuff you can always remember. Plus, Rigby saying, how in the H are we going to fix this S? Yeah, that was really funny. It's nothing you want to expect Cartoon Network to say. Plus, a bunch of baby ducks send them to the moon. Soda machine that doesn't work. Send it to the moon. No, this episode had a lot of great memories. Well, probably great moments, I should say. I mean, probably, Cartoon Network doesn't show this episode too often. I wish they would, because it's a really good episode, but seeing the humor that they did, seeing the humor in this episode, seeing everything they did, I can probably understand why it's not shown. Anyways, The Power is definitely the best and funniest episode. Really, really well played. Really, really well played. Very funny humor. It was the best one. It was the best. Put a lot of work into it and was very, very good. Oh yeah, I think I skipped number 6 actually. Did I? Yeah, I think I did actually. Number 6 is Summertime Lovin'. Alright guys, pretty much in this episode, Rigby gets a song stuck in his head. Now why this episode is so good is, well, I obviously like the song a lot, but seeing the bands battle each other, like, when Mordecai and Rigby and all them, they try to create another song to get rid of Summertime Lovin'. They started having like a musical battle, kind of like Guitar Hero or something like that. So yeah, anyways, Benson and all them, they're drumming, singing, and they're trying to battle the record thing, the Summertime Lovin'. So then, they're fighting with music. But anyways, they end up beating the guy towards Mordecai, Benson, and all them, Rigby and all them. They end up beating the Summertime Lovin', and the guy goes away, and he's no longer stuck in Rigby's head. Okay, now what happens though is Mordecai gets their new song, Oh Snap, Oh Snap. Then yeah, that was the name of the song. But anyways, Rigby ends up getting that song stuck in his head, and then that's kind of how the episode ends. So he gets one song out of his head, but just to get another one stuck in his head. Yeah, guys, really good episode though. Alright, so yeah, guys, this was my top 10 episodes. So yeah, very, very good episodes. Basically like I said before, I like season 1 through 3 the best. It was kind of my favorites in my opinion. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.